Got a few blueberries here. Different type here. Growing close together. So all these weeds back here, I'm gonna clean all that up and put my watermelons here. I get 1, 2, 3, 4. I get 4 little small patches here. See all the grass? About 3.5 feet tall. I'm gonna drive up here with the tractor in a few days and cut all this back. All my cherries get ready to turn red. Whole bunch of them. That's a Bing cherry tree up here. So everything's growing in. I gotta get up in here and hit this pretty soon. I got my grapes. See my grapes? These are Thompson. This right here is another type of one I put in last year. It's about 12 inches tall. That there is a red grape. This one here, this one here has got grapes on it this year. First time. First time. She's doing a beautiful job. See? And I got some cuttings off of this one this year, so that's going to be a lot of fun. This is what I'm trying to do, folks. Okay, I got plenty of pollinators flying around. They're not necessarily bees, but they are some kind of wasp. And you can see I have grapes, and I'm trying to bag them up like this one here. I put it in the bag, and I mean, look at the grapes. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. Over here, look at that. Grapes, grapes, grapes. This was a year for grapes with this vine. I have this one here. I got put in bags. These are the big ones. I want to see what they look like when they're done. I think this is a Chinese or Japanese way of saving your plants, and they're doing real good. Yeah, this was the first time this one ever produced. See, you can see some of them in bags. That's the other grapevine. Some of them are hanging here. I had to put 2 bags together because the clusters are too big. There's one. And let me get back to work. I'm gonna have to make some more of these bags. Let's see how many clusters I have. I think I have left. 1, 2, I can't count them, it's too many. All right now. You see what I'm still doing, folks. Those are those pretty grapevines. Now I'm going to start trying to do these from soft cuttings. These are hard cuttings. They take a little while. We got to grow them out after it comes in the spring and everything. But you know how that is. This is a gallon container pepper plant. This is a 2.5 gallon container. These are peppers. They're doing good. They're doing real good. I fed them real good. Watermelon. And a supercharged hole. That's what it's in. There's some good food in this hole here. And all of them are like that. This one here, different variety of watermelon. And I'll choose the biggest and the strongest. Keep it moving. And we got our thyme here and our purple basil. Very good. Then we got our apples here. See, a lot of these. This is the no, that's not the pink lady. The pink lady does have apples on it. Most of them are bearing at the tip. I'm going to show you something. Hispanics. There's my apple trees. First time for these producing this year. Not a lot of apples on them, but some of them got pollinated. This made me think I should have bought more bags, because if you look at all these pears I bagged up in a bag, see? And I got 100 bags, but I'm using grapes, apples. Okay, there we go. And then let me show you something over here. I have some more stock of seeds. See, all this is cut. Well, let's deal with the seeds first. See all this here? That's how you save money, folks. For a acre, handful, not even a handful of seeds, produced all, this is kale, produced all these seeds. Thousands of them. See right here? Look how big these seeds are. Healthy, adapted to this soil, which means they'll grow better in the fall. Thousands. They're one collard green plant. Beautiful. Couple of cherries, 2,000, hundreds of cherries here. Now up here, what we did a little chop and drop with the tractor. Then came by and hit it a little bit with the, what do we call this? We hit it with the weed trimmer. We did a good job. We got the apple tree here. This is the, what is this? These are apples. That's one apple there. This is a, what kind of apple tree is this? This is a Honeycrisp. We didn't produce a lot of apples this year, just a few. That's okay. Okay, we get up in here. We got, oh, these are the raspberries coming in. The raspberries coming in. I guess I better feed these tomorrow. Quite a few raspberries. Over here, compost pile is an absolute mess, but I'll get it straightened out. Look at this. This is under here is just, under this greenery is just compost and eggshells, egg cartons as well. And look at that, completely beautiful green plants, covered everything. This here is a big drum of just water that's been collected all year. And I'm going to add some greenery to it and turn it into a, what do we call this? Into a fertilizer. See, and you can see all this has been trimmed down. All this is just, everything was just on the ground. It was corn stalks, everything was just left here. And that's what I do. I do not just constantly keep digging in the soil. But everything gets left here. See the color of it? It's brown and gray. It's got spiders in it. It's got all kind of insects. And you can see all my seed stock. It's just so much of it. Over here, It's the same thing. You got a plant there, and you got all these big, huge seeds, holograms, giant Georges. All this is good soil. It's soft. You'll walk in. All right, this is the morning garden. Just showing you. All this in here is just chop, drop, year in and year out, year in and year out. That's what I do. So anything I throw up in here will grow. All that back there is those fruit trees. Got some plums back here. Plums. Stanley. Got some more on this tree over here. These are plums. Okay, this is the front of the tree. I'm bagging up more pears. I'm finding more pears. Right there, all kind of pears in this tree. It's a total of 2 trees. I got some seeds here I gotta pull. That's kale. That's for this fall. Right there. Okay, folks, see all this grass and weeds back here. I'm not cutting it down yet. It's a purpose and it's a reason why it's here. It's nothing but fertilizer. See the big plants here? If any of you can identify this plant, I wish you could help me out. But it's got a deep taproot. You cannot pull it out of the ground, period. But I'm bagging up my pears. As you can see, I got some more here to do, and I got some here and some bagged up over here. And I'm just trying to get them all bagged up before it rains. Look at all these pears, folks. This tree really put out this year, and it's mainly because I pruned it. You know, kept, oh my God, there's some over there. Yeah, okay. Look at this. These supposed to be Bartlett's. I'm not sure if they are. I bought them from a store back in the day that, look at this one there and there's 2 there next to it. And I also did some grapes. I'll show you some of that. You can see some here. These are all pears. Just pick. There the grapevines go. These are the Thompson, and got a lot of greenery back here. Look at the size of these leaves. I don't know what kind of plants these are. If someone out there recognize them, tell me. Because I started getting more and more of them each year. See, they're like weeds. This is the grapevine here. These large white grapes called, I can't call the name of them right now. But they're doing this real healthy plant. Got some cuttings from them growing as well. Look at all this big greenery up here. I can cut it back, but I don't need to right now. Okay, I'm putting in some tomatoes. Right there is squash, 5 seeds. This is my soil mix. Real good stuff. And over here, got my seed stocks that get browning up real good. There go my cherry tree. Some of you asked to see pictures of it. Grew those for the birds this year. Oh, didn't see this up here. Got some pears over here. Let me see what we got over here. Pears. Can you see them? Got some there. Got some on the other side, I know, because I've seen those. Wow. Now this is the tree that's growing real good. There's a pear tree there. That's called the Delicious. Purchased that at Stock Brothers. 4th year, no pears. There's one pear on this tree. That's the oldest one I have. It's about maybe 5 or 6 years old. And this one here is my plum tree. It's over 6 feet tall. It got really tall this year. And what's going on is that it either dropped all its fruit or the birds ate them all. But all the fruit is gone that was on it. It had a bunch of fruit on it. Might have got a couple of cold nights. And this one here is another one, Stanley plum. The first one I meant to say was a Stanley plum, but this is Stanley plum as well. This right here is the Santa Rose. Got a lot of yellowing leaves. That's either due to weather or lack of nutrients somewhere. Beautiful. This is the one of the apples on the Honey Crisp. All right. This one didn't really put a lot of apples on this year. Put one apple on, and 2 years before that, it put a whole bunch of apples on. So I'm not worried about that. It's going to really apple up probably next year. Got a lot of grapes maturing in the back. And got some collard green out here. Really, really doing well. This whole area here is going to be collard greens when it's all said and done. This is fall. All collard greens. I hope you can hear me through this mask because I hate wearing these masks. But you have to nowadays. I guess that's it. Go over here. I'm doing something in. This is my grass. This is all browning because I cut it real short. Then we got some peppers. Sun's coming up, so I'm not gonna stay out here long. Told you about my grapevine cuttings. That's free grapevines, folks. I'm clearing the space back there now. I'm doing it real smart. Just lay the tarp over it, let it the weeds die back, and then these will go in that area. 3 of the apple trees. This is my seed stock here from my kale. I started them last year. I like to do it over winter. See, and the bees love these colored yellow plants. They love them. So this is a lot of my pollination this year. I'll put some new trees in. This one over here is a cherry tree. Never produced. Produces beautiful blossoms, but that's about it. And we got another kale plant here. I didn't see this. This tree is loaded with plums. See the plums? It's Stanley. Lots of plums. And then this one over here, it's got plums on it. See what we got here? That's the Santa Rose. Not a lot, but it's a young tree, first time producing. See? Right there, plums. Santa Rose. So I had plums. Wow. Then I go over here. Wow. They're everywhere. They're everywhere on it. Plums. This is the best one of the best plums you can grow is the Stanley. It understands gardeners. Look at that.